In the NFL, every game matters. Start slow and you're all but done. Or are you? Some teams start the season at rock bottom, 0-3, 1-4, or worse. Critics write them off, fans lose hope, and the odds of making the playoffs shrink to almost nothing. But every so often, a team refuses to give up. They fight back, week after week, until they shock everyone by punching their ticket to the postseason. Today, we're diving into the incredible stories of 5 NFL teams who defied the odds to make playoff history. From the '92 Chargers to the 2015 Chiefs, these teams didn't just survive, they thrived when it mattered most. Let's kick things off with a team that made history as the first to make the playoffs after starting 0-4, the 1992 San Diego Chargers. The '92 Chargers season started as a nightmare. They lost their first 4 games. At that time, no team in NFL history had ever made the playoffs after such a start. Most people wrote them off entirely. But this team was built differently. The turning point came in Week 5. Led by first-year head coach Bobby Ross, the Chargers rallied together and secured their first win. A small taste of victory lit a fire under the team. The defense, led by Junior Seau, became an unstoppable force, dominating opponents week after week. On the offensive side, quarterback Stan Humphrey stepped up, delivering big plays and leading clutch drives. But what made this turnaround truly special was the team's resilience. They went on an incredible run, winning 11 of their next 12 games to finish the regular season 11-5. The Chargers didn't just squeak into the playoffs, they stormed in with authority. In the playoffs, the Chargers faced the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card round. It was a dominant performance. The Chargers crushed the Chiefs 17-0, marking their first playoff win in over a decade. Although they eventually lost to the Dolphins in the divisional round, their journey remains one of the most inspiring comebacks in NFL history. So what made the '92 Chargers turnaround possible? A combination of leadership, grit, and belief. Ross instilled a never-quit attitude in his players. The defense tightened up, allowing the fewest points in the league over the final 12 games. And the offense found its rhythm at just the right time. The '92 Chargers set the gold standard for teams looking to rebound from a tough start. To this day, they're a reminder it's not how you start, but how you finish. Now, let's move on to another unforgettable comeback story, the 2018 Indianapolis Colts. When you talk about comeback stories in recent NFL history, the 2018 Indianapolis Colts are a prime example of perseverance. Coming into the season, the Colts were surrounded by questions. Andrew Luck was returning from a serious injury, and many doubted whether he'd ever play at an elite level again. Adding to the pressure, the team started the season 1-5. At that point, their chances of making the playoffs were practically zero, but the Colts refused to give in. The keys to the turnaround? 2 things. The emergence of an ironclad offensive line led by rookie Quentin Nelson, which kept Andrew Luck upright, allowing him to shine. Luck threw for 4,500 yards and 39 touchdowns on the season. The defense also played a massive role. Rookie linebacker Darius Leonard was a tackling machine and provided much-needed energy. The Colts defense went from porous to punishing, with Leonard earning Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. After the dreadful start, the Colts went on an absolute tear, winning 9 of their final 10 games to finish the regular season 10-6 and secure a wild card spot. But the drama didn't end there. In the wild card round, they faced division rival the Houston Texans. Luck and the Colts came out firing, building a 21-0 lead by halftime and cruising to a 21-7 victory. It was a dominant performance that silenced the doubters. Although the playoff run ended the next round against the Kansas City Chiefs, the 2018 Colts left an indelible mark on the league. They showed that even when the odds are stacked against you, teamwork, leadership, and resilience can turn things around. Next, we're running all the way to 1970 for a team that made history by going from 1-6 to the playoffs, the Cincinnati Bengals. The 1970 Cincinnati Bengals accomplished a feat no one saw coming. They started the season with a dismal 1-6 record, but somehow they managed to flip the script and make history. The 1970 season was only the Bengals' third in the NFL. Coached by the legendary Paul Brown, the team was still building its identity. They struggled early, with turnovers and inconsistency plaguing the offense. But Brown wasn't just any coach. He was a football pioneer and a master motivator. His steady leadership played a huge role in keeping the team's morale high, even during tough times. The turning point came in Week 8. Quarterback Virgil Carter, who was known for his efficient short passing game, began to find his rhythm. He would connect with star receiver Speedy Thomas and tight end Bob Trumpy to jumpstart the offense. Meanwhile, the defense, led by defensive lineman Mike Reed, tightened up and began stifling opposing offenses. The Bengals didn't just improve, they went on a tear, winning the final 7 games of the season to finish with an 8-6 record in the AFC Central Division title, marking their first ever playoff appearance. In the playoffs, the Bengals faced the Johnny Unitas-led Baltimore Colts, and although they lost 17-0, the Bengals' improbable run of the postseason showed the league and themselves that they could compete with the best. Up next, we're going back to the 2015 season for one of the most remarkable comeback stories in modern NFL history, the Kansas City Chiefs. The 2015 Chiefs proved that resilience and determination can completely turn a season around. Starting the season at 1-5, the Chiefs faced what seemed like an insurmountable climb to the playoffs. But what followed was one of the greatest comeback stories in modern NFL history. The Chiefs' early struggles were brutal. Injuries hit key players, including star running back Jamal Charles, who tore his ACL in Week 5. Without him, many thought the Chiefs' season was over, but head coach Andy Reid had other plans. Known for his calm and methodical approach, Reid kept the team focused and refused to let them give up. The turning point came in Week 7, when the Chiefs demolished Pittsburgh 23-13. This win reignited their confidence and set the stage for an incredible 10-game winning streak to close out the regular season. Quarterback Alex Smith stepped up in a big way, leading a mistake-free offense. Tight end Travis Kelce emerged as a game-changing weapon, and the defense, led by rusher Justin Houston and safety Eric Berry, became a nightmare for opposing offenses. The Chiefs finished the regular season 11-5 and secured a wildcard spot, but they weren't done yet. In the playoffs, the Chiefs faced the Houston Texans in the wildcard round and delivered a statement 30-0 win. It was the franchise's first playoff victory in 22 years, and it came in emphatic fashion. Although their run ended in the divisional round against the Patriots, the Chiefs' 2015 season remains a testament to the power of teamwork and belief. Andy Reid's leadership, the defense's dominance, and Alex Smith's steady hand were all key factors in their remarkable turnaround, and also set the stage for the franchise's future success. Now, let's wrap things up with our final team, the 2020 Washington Football Team, a team that battled adversity on and off the field to claim their playoff spot. Washington's 2020 season was full of challenges. They entered the year under a new head coach, Ron Rivera. Add to that a quarterback controversy and a complete franchise rebranding, and it's safe to say that the odds were stacked against them. The start of the season reflected the chaos. By Week 10, Washington's record stood at 2-7. The playoffs seemed like a pipe dream. But that's when things started to click. Rivera's never-back-down attitude permeated the locker room, and a late-season quarterback switch to veteran Alex Smith provided the spark they needed. Smith's comeback story was nothing short of miraculous. After suffering a life-threatening leg injury in 2018 that required 17 surgeries, most people thought his career was over. But Smith not only returned, he led Washington on a stunning turnaround. His poise and leadership under center inspired the entire team. Washington closed out the regular season with a 7-9 record, which was enough to win the mediocrity-plagued NFC East. Still, their journey to the playoffs was inspiring. In Week 13, they handed the previously undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers their first loss of the season, a signature win that cemented their status as a team no one wanted to face. In the wild card round, Washington faced the eventual Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and while they ultimately lost 31-23, their fight was commendable. Backup quarterback Taylor Heineke, making his first ever playoff start, gave a gutsy performance and nearly pulled off the upset. The 2020 Washington Football Team showed that perseverance and strong leadership can carry a team even through the most difficult of circumstances. Their story stands as a reminder that adversity can be the ultimate motivator. And there you have it. 5 incredible NFL teams that overcame the odds and turned disastrous starts into unforgettable playoff runs. Each of these teams had something unique that fueled their comebacks, whether it was a new coach, a star player stepping up, or an entire roster refusing to quit. But the one thing they all had in common? Resilience. In a league as tough as the NFL, that's often the most important ingredient for success. So which of these teams inspired you the most? Are there any comeback stories you think deserve recognition? Let us know in the comments below. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.